there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you've got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hot 70, pat the street.
Hands it off out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. This defense for the Niners, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
19.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Fix the Eagles. Hey, check that. Street.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Lance gets this one to use check. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he's got room. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hurts. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. 23 yards on the play.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. The Eagles at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts sets up to throw it. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Slot man moves right. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
On the race. Broncos.
Throwing is Hurts. And this is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Play action. Here's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Okay, ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game. There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Lance finding Debo there for the Niner first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They run over center with Mitchell. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Mitchell. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
On the ready, jump, 17.
The tight end in motion right. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Ready, ready.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Right, check, right.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Mitchell. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now they send a man in motion right.
Striker, 3-3. Opposite, 3.
Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, smash Russell! Hurts! Right there, go!
Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yards that time on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Come on, set!
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. Detroit pride that time, gets the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Lance to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, Mitchell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. Brings up 2nd and 7. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They go play action with Hurts. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run.
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are even at 10 apiece. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Lance going to throw. Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Let's go.
On play action, Lance. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, Number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Okay,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down.
Set, ready.
Lance throwing out wide for Samuel. Calling a gain of a yard. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ready, set.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Lance looks to throw again. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. Touchdown! Elijah Mitchell with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check mash, check mash.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts buying time to his left. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Lance now on first down. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
Elijah Mitchell. Again, 11 on the play. And the 49er first down.
Let's go now.
Give running right is Mitchell. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Lance looking to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances of trying to win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Ready up.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
Come on, back.
San Francisco.
What you get? Six, seven. Blue striker. Ready?
A give here to Mitchell. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And Lance now to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Oh, what a juke into space. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now a 2nd down and 6. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And a short gain here, down to the 22. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Right back to Mitchell here. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is indeed good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Ready?
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish the season strong.
I'm really out for blood this time, look.